we're going to make a nice background for our image so that it will set itself off in the page a little bit more. This is completely an optional step. You may or may not want to do it. Go to Layers, Layers, lock your cable row, add, and then I'm just going to call mine BG, which normally means background for me. Below current, add it. Now this layer actually needs to go all the way below all of your other layers. First, I am going to unlock layer 1, click on my select tool, and click on my object itself, and then I'm going to note my measurements, which in this case is 182 by 182. You can see those here. I'm now going to go back and lock my layer back again because I was just checking the measurements for my actual grid, my background layer. Now, the way that I find this works best is if you add whatever you use for your width measurement here to each side and also to the bottom section here. And so I'm going to do is I'm going to create another rectangle. And I'm just going to draw this really quickly and really ugly, which is fine. And so 182 plus 18 plus 18 is 218. And so I'm going to set each of these to 218 and then 218. Now I'm going to go ahead and just set some type of an ugly background color. You'll notice now that this whole background for this chart is transparent, which can be a problem. I'll show you how to fix that in just one moment. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to turn off this view over here because I don't really need that open at the moment. Pull this until it's flush with the top of the grid here. Now I'm probably going to need these outer two guides here, and so I'm going to click over here and create me a new guide and put it on the very outer edge. Double click it and set it to 284. And now my 284 minus the 18 gets me 266. And then I'm going to come up to the top guide that I did a minute ago, 665, and just set it so that it's an even number, so that it's nice and even. And now I have an actual guide that I can use to center this. And it doesn't really look centered at the moment because you have this 10 over here, which is a double digit, but if you had an 11 up here, it would look like it was centered, because it is. So now click Fill and Stroke. And for my stroke paint, what I happen to like to do is I like to set it normally to like a gray. So you can either do the shift and the click down here, or you can click over here and get a nice feel. That does sort of suffice for me, quite honestly. A lot of times also you can portion here.